Hello, this is Iron Bill back again with another video, and I had stated in a previous video that I was planning to make one video per week, and I think that that's probably what I'll ultimately do. But I had some material that I thought I would share with you today, and some thoughts, and also, though this is not comp or trials, I want to continue to monitor my growth as a player, along with some other Bungie related issues that we have going on right now. So with that, I guess I'll just dive right in. First, what you're going to see here is some 6v6, but what I'm doing is I'm working on the catalyst for the Jade Rabbit. I finished the Mida last week, and today, as of March the 13th, Wednesday, I finished the Jade Rabbit catalyst, and man, it's not a scout meta, I can tell you that. And me being a just so-so player did not make this go any easier, so you're going to see some rough gameplay, but that's okay. As long as I do some of the fundamentals right, and I begin to develop a game sense for what I'm trying to do, then I suppose that's mission accomplished, and it's a tool I can carry into comp and trials, which I plan to do again this week. On Friday, plan to run a trial card of persistence again, and hopefully it'll be the summoner. That's what everyone thinks it's going to be. I've got a pretty good summoner already, but it's not adept, so I'll see if I can get a pretty good adept summoner this week. That's the plan. All right, also I guess I would comment on how the Guardian Games is going. It's really fairly easy to move through it. I've got the patches on both shoulders already as of 24 hours into this week. And essentially all you have to do is run a Nightfall in the playlist and just finish the champions. And if you emote and finish the champions, you get a lot more points. I mean, just a pro tip there. That's what you want to do if you really want to get that score pretty quickly. And if you want to get a top 10% score, which we did last week, my friends and I, fairly easy. Just emote, then finish. That's all you have to do. So that's pretty straightforward. And then, of course, you just play the PvP game mode in the playlist as well, and you've got it. One point about that, though. I know Bungie made a great big fuss about the changes they were making to matchmaking and how they quote-unquote fixed it. Well, they didn't fix it. That whole playlist in the Guardian Games is a disaster. They may keep the overall players within a certain range. They call their delta, and they say anything over 1,000 is going to be blowout range. Well, that's not all there is to it, as it turns out. If you balance the teams so that you have like all of the better players on one side and the lesser players on the other, which happens repeatedly, it's just going to be one blowout after another. And it's unfortunate. The mode itself is a little hard to keep blowouts from happening anyway, because the teams that get a little bit of a lead at the beginning can snowball very quickly, and when you get to the point that the other team is dropping their supers on you one after another, it's over. I mean, there's no coming back from that. So I don't know what to think about it. I played a ton of it. I mean, I played a ton. I probably played 50, 60 games. And, it got to be pretty frustrating after a while. The first day or two of Guardian Games wasn't bad. After that, it was pretty awful. So after I got the patches this week, I thought, you know what? I'm going to go back to 6v6 control, and I'll just leave that stuff alone. I don't need to run Supremacy anymore. So here we go. You're going to see some Jade Rabbit play here. I don't know which map it is. I think it might be Jav 4 on this one. And you'll see that at this point I had like 180 kills. Yeah, 180 kills. And you have to have 250. Now this is better than the Mida though, because the Mida they have to be 200 precision kills. And that was a nightmare. Especially when you're splitting kills with people who are team shooting. Alright, so bear in mind my goals here are very simple. Number one, I want to get kills on the Jade Rabbit, so I'm going to have to try to stay in the optimal distance to do that. If we win the game, that's fine. But mainly I want to do that. I want to get the kills. Next, I would like to win, obviously. Oh, and by the way, I knew I couldn't shoot those out. I'd have to wait on them. If I was in a more sweaty lobby, there would have been somebody on that zone immediately. And that's what the other team should have done. Okay, so next, I want to try to hold that cursor up, which I'm not doing a very good job of. You know, and the more that I kind of ground and the more tired I get, the more I forget that. I'd have killed that guy probably in 3 or 4 shots if I'd have been in the right position. Okay, I made the right move there and pushed in around the rocket to prevent him from being able to take me down. I got a panel down there, or a wall down there, gave me an overshield. You see, I keep resisting using the sidearm because I want to get those kills with the Jade Rabbit. And it's kind of a mistake. I should have slid into cover there, by the way. I shouldn't walk slowly like I'm doing. My movement is still awful if you watch this. I go for the heliocentric because, you know, it was the thing I should have done in the first place. The way you want to do this, by the way, if you're ever going for a catalyst like this, is you don't want to force the gun into a situation it really doesn't belong in. You just want to play it along with a weapon that complements it and just play. And then the kills will come. You know, it may not happen right away. You can't speed it up too much. All right. I think I got that one. No, I didn't. Nope, I didn't. Okay, now did you see how I spun all over the place on that? I did something today that I don't know that I should have, and I may have to change it back. I've been hearing a lot about dead zone and adjusting that so that you can make quicker adjustments to your aim in a game. And every now and then I start flicking around. And that may not be such a big thing on a gun that is sticky, because some weapons are stickier than others when you get around the hitbox. But Jade Rabbit really doesn't have that strong of a hitbox. And I think I'm able to just kind of flick all around it. And I played with the Relentless later on after I got this done, and it was even worse. I could control this pretty much. The Relentless, I was having a hard time. So I'm definitely going to be looking at that. All right, now, on this map, you want center control. But most of the fight's going to happen over B. So remember, I'm trying to get Jade Rabbit kills. So I need these guys to keep peeking me, like they're doing. And I'm just leveled there, waiting for them to come in. I should be just a touch higher, but this is going to be okay. I'm pretty close, but he doesn't come in. And I realize, okay, if my teammates are going to push in, then I'm going to have to push in with them, because there's no one that's going to get through them. And I don't know what that plan was. But I got a good snapshot on him and got the kill. I guess I've just got 10 kills there. That's what all that was about. Alright, we're taking A. I'm going to hop up here and see if I can get some shots there. I shot the guy in the knees. Got the kill. All right, and I pull off just as I should have been looking down that line, which is the way it goes. Sitting up there on that stand there is a little risky anyway, and I'm just not very quick. Guy went to the center. But this is actually what I was looking for. And I'm on a tidy little run here. On my way to a wee run, or a wee ran. Need to recover a little bit. And probably would have been smart just to stay here and let them keep coming to me. But I'm after the kills. I knew I had that super in my pocket. Now watch this sequence. What on earth was that second guy thinking? He saw, I mean, the two hunters did identically the same thing. They came in with submachine guns trying to gun me down. Now, the first guy gets smashed. The second guy sees it and walks right in after him. I don't understand. But that's why I'm doing well in this lobby. It's because I'm playing it against that. Now, I know the bubble's about to run out. And if they want to come for this, they're going to get it. And there's a super there, so now I'm pushed this way. I don't have any choice. I've got to go for A. They're going to get beat. There's nothing I can do to stop it. As quickly as that went, you know there were multiple people there. Okay, that shield saved me whenever that guy came around the corner because I couldn't have seen it. No one there to defend. I know they're coming in force. I'm going to just do the smart thing and play my life and go for my teammates. We're still up at this point. I'm a little low there again, see? There he is. If I had been in the right place, I would have had it, but I knew somebody else was moving around this way, and they're both in the air, and I don't see either one of them at the time. I see them on the video now, but I didn't see them at the time, and there's no getting out of this. You see it, there were at least 2 or 3 there, and they're spawning there now. So there I was stuck in the spawn. And there goes the wee ran. And after that, I was thinking, nah, you know. If I'd had the Helio out there, he would have died. I could have just kept going at him, and it would have killed him. And the Helio, and I've got one with heel clip on it, it's a beast. Now, see, I knew the way he was going, where he was going to be, and I was ready for them. And I had him at Jade Rabbit distance, so that Sorrow wasn't going to save him. Now, this guy comes out of the right, and I'm looking down, and that's what killed me. If my reticle had been in the right place, I would have gotten the first shot. I would have won that fight. I mean, that's me being with the lazy aim again, and it costing me. All right, so we're 131 to 97. But the momentum is shifting. And I do something here I shouldn't. I push up too high. I could have tossed that grenade from behind the crate. Just another bad choice. And I've been playing for several hours today without much of a break, and I think I was just starting to get tired. Things were beginning to fall apart. And I'll be honest with you, as old as I am, I'm a bit of a sundowner. You know, once things get late, a little bit late, it's harder and harder to play. Now, notice that how that reticle is, I'm really bouncing that up and down hard. That should have been an easy kill, especially as slowly as he was moving. And I couldn't put it on him. So I think tomorrow I'm probably going to switch that back. I mean, the information I saw on it said you really need to give it a chance. You need to stick with it. I hear a super there, by the way. You need to stick with it and give it, yourself a chance to develop into it, but I don't know. I don't like it that twitchy. See how unstable that is? And I'm going to die once again because I can't put the reticle on the guy. And I am a much better shot than that, typically. I might not have the reticle in the right place at the beginning, but I can very quickly put it on. So that's going back, I think. All right, they're beginning to power play us over and over, but it's just too late. And look at this guy. What in the world? What in the world? I mean, that's confidence. And I'm just kind of defending here for a second. I figure they'll come for it. But I have this bad habit of standing on the plate when I don't need to. You know, I don't need to give them a target that's easy to spot. And plus, I had no cover around me. It was dumb. This guy okay, I killed him, but his 2 buddies got me. And I just got target fixated there. I could see them down. But I also knew that I had a Jade Rabbit kill right there in the bag. And that's what I was going for. So remember, that was goal number 1. I didn't care about my stats this week. Didn't care about anything at all. Win or loss, I really didn't. I just wanted to get those kills and get them done. So I wound up with 22 defeats. And a pretty good KD on that, but it was the lobby. I mean, the lobby just really wasn't that strong. Although we had a person quit about 3/4 of the way through, which I don't understand. So it happens. Anyway, I don't know what you're seeing in terms of the matchmaking this week. I know it's been rough for us, and by us I mean myself and my friends, and you know we've all seen it. And they're much better players than I am, so this isn't just good players being tossed into a weak lobby. It's not that. It's that if you took the whole pool and you had a range of people in it, they're putting the high half in one side and the low half in the other. A lot of the matches. This match wasn't so bad. But control itself is not that bad. Supremacy is pretty awful. I'm not going to lie. So I think Bungie's going to have to take another pass at that, or they're going to have to rework supremacy, with that in mind, because people are won't even stay in a match in supremacy now. I had a buddy last night that said he kept playing match after match when he would only be one of three on his side, and Bungie wasn't backfilling that, so they would have to do 3v6. Now he's good enough that he could still be effective, but that's not going to be fun for anyone on that three side. And I'll be honest, I don't enjoy chasing two people around the map trying to snake kills for my teammates. I don't think that's it's not sportsmanlike. It's not fun. It's not competition. It doesn't tick off any of the boxes. It's just a slaughter. And honestly, I'm not in for that. So, all right, I've babbled on. It is Wednesday once again. In 2 days' time, we'll be looking at trials again, cards of persistence. I'll try to get some stuff up on that this weekend sometime. Maybe probably Saturday. I'll probably play Friday and then post the video on Saturday. But all that being said, the channel has crossed the 500 subscriber mark or follower mark, and I don't do subscriptions, by the way. I don't do this for money or anything like that. So sometimes people ask me that, and I'm not interested. I just want to do this as a hobby. But over 500 people, so that's a milestone. So I want to thank you all for watching, and this is Iron Bill signing out.